All right, here we go with 5th grade math lesson for Excel lesson 136, converting fractions to decimals using division. We're going to start by reading right here. Read with me. When an improper fraction is changed to a mixed number, it is done by dividing the denominator into the numerator. Take a look at that right here. This is an improper fraction because the top number, the numerator, is larger than the denominator, and so the way we convert that into a whole number or in a mixed number is by making this into a division problem. This is because any fraction can be written as a division problem. Fractions basically are division problems. If you have difficulty remembering that it is the numerator divided by the denominator, keep these examples in mind. So 6 halves is equal to 3 because 6 divided by 2 is 3. 7 thirds is equal to 2 1/3 because 3 goes into 7 2 times with a remainder of 1. 2 1/3. Some kids want to do 3 divided by 7, and that's wrong. It's actually 7 divided by 3. You can also remember that the numerator, the top number, is going to go on the inside of this division problem. We're going to take a look at a couple of examples first here together, and so you can see what this looks like. So we're going to convert the fraction 1/2 into a decimal using division. 1/2 is equal to 1 divided by 2. See, 1 divided by 2. Notice where the 1 goes, right in the inside here, and the 2 goes on the outside of the division problem. Now notice also that they put 1.0. It's not just 1 but 1.0. As you learned before, that decimal point goes straight up there, and 2 goes into 10 5 times, and so the answer is 0.5. 0.5 right there. And let's think about how logical that answer is too. I think you know that 1/2 is equal to 5/10, right? And that's what this answer is right here, 5/10. 1/2 is the same thing as 5/10, or think of it like 50%. All right, let's look at number 2. 1/3 is equal to 1. Here's the 1 divided by 3. Here's the 3 right here. So yeah, the 1 goes on the inside, 3 on the outside, and then we just start doing the division here. We say, well, 10 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Let's bring down another 0. 10 divided by 3 again is another 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring down another 0. 10 divided by 3 is 3 again. Can you see that we're just going to keep doing this all day long? It's going to be 0.3333, and so they round off the answer to 0.33. 33 hundredths is like 1/3. It's not the exact answer actually, but 1/3 is, we should say, approximately equal to 0.33, or 33 out of 100. Because think about it, 100 divided by 3 is 33, or close to it. All right, the next example is 8/25. We put the 8 on the inside, the 25 goes on the outside. We make 8 into 8.00. 25 goes into 80 3 times. 3 times 25 is 75. 80 minus 75 is 5. Bring down the 0. 25 goes into 50 2 times. And so 8/25 is equal to 32 hundredths, or 0.32. Again, let's think about how logical this is. 8/25 is equal to 32 hundredths, which can be written as a fraction. 25 times 4 is 100. 8 times 4 is 32. So you can see that that really makes a lot of sense. All right, moving along, we got 3 more problems here to do. Why don't you pause the video right now, just try number 4, turn it back on after you have the answer ready to go. All right, so you should have already done 5/8, tried it yourself, given it your best shot, and the 5 is going to go on the inside of this problem here, and the 8 is going to go on the outside. Now we're going to want to call 5 5.0. We can add as many zeros onto this as we want to. And then we're going to put that decimal point straight up at the top. 8 goes into 50 6 times. 6 times 8 is 48. Subtract and get a 2. Let's bring that 0 down. How many times does 8 go into 20? It goes in 2 times, and that would be 16, right? Subtract and get a 4. Let's get that other 0 down there, and 8 goes into 40 5 times. 5 times 8 is 40. Or excuse me, not 40. It's 40, and then you subtract and get 0. So the answer to 5/8, what's that equal to as a decimal? 0.625. How'd you do? Did you get it right on your own? If not, go ahead and fix it. Pause the video and go ahead and do numbers 5 and 6, and then turn the video back on to see the answers. Alright, you should have already done numbers 5 and 6. Here we go with the answers here. This is going to be 1 on the inside and 4 on the outside if you set it up correctly. Put the decimal point up at the top. 4 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract and get the 2. Bring down the 0. 4 goes into 25 times. 5 times 4 is 20. And you get nothing left, and so the answer here is 0.25. And again, 1/4 is equal to 25 hundredths, right? Think about your percents that you learned. 4 times 25. That's not looking too good there, but 4 times 25 is 100, so 1 times 25 is 25. Alright, and the last one, you should have put the 3 right here, and then 2.00. Oh, okay, let's... 0, let's put another 0 over there. Decimal point up at the top. 3 goes into 20. What would that be? 3 times 7 is 21, so 3 times 6, right, is 18. Subtract and get 2. Bring down the 0. 3 goes into 20 6 times again. That's 18. You get 2. Bring down the other 0. You can see that we would be doing this all day long. And so the answer is rounded point. Now, some of you are going to probably get this wrong. It's not 0.66 because we round it to this spot right here. We look to the right, then that 6 tells us to bump that other 6 up to a 7. So rounded, it would be 0.67. If you got 0.66, you did the division right, but you just didn't round the answer correctly. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.